Hi, this is the recipe for my dry chicken curry. I'm making this video especially for you, BG. Because I had guessed, unfortunately, I'm making a big batch, so hopefully you can make it, reduce it to 500 grams of chicken. I'm using 1.5 kg of chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. I've cubed it to centimeter cubes. I put it in a dry pan. You don't need to add water or oil to it. To that I've added a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a tablespoon and a half of roasted curry powder, Srilankan curry powder, and 1 tablespoon of coconut milk powder. To that I'm adding a half inch of cinnamon sticks, which is Sri Lankan. It gives a sweeter taste than the Indian, the hard ones. And I've also added 3 cloves. I'll be adding more cloves later on as well, so you can probably skip the cloves if you don't like too much of the taste. So that the chicken I'm going to set aside, cover it with a lid, and I'm going to let it cook. In a different pan, I've put in about a tablespoon, or just a little bit over a tablespoon of oil, coconut oil. To that I've added a teaspoon of mustard seed, about 6 to 7 cloves of cloves, and half an inch of cinnamon stick, again Sri Lankan one, because that gives a sweeter taste. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons of fennel seed. The taste for my chicken, the flavor that will be overpowering in my chicken curry is the cloves and the fennel seed. To this I'm adding 4 large thinly sliced onion. I'm going to saute it well until it's light brown in color. To that I'm also adding about 6 to 7 green chilies, sliced green chilies. Again, this is up to your taste, but adding the green chilies will give a different spice to the curry. So I'm just also in time to time mixing the chicken, making sure it's not catching at the bottom. For the chicken you don't need to add any water, because the chicken is going to release its own moisture. So this is how the consistency of the chicken after 5 or 7 minutes or so. To that I'm going to add a bit of salt. It's again after taste. I'm going to add a little bit to the onions as well to help with the sauteing process. But again, I've only used about 1.5 tablespoons for the whole chicken curry of oil. If you like, you can add a little bit more. So once the onions are lightly brown in color, I'm going to add another teaspoon of fennel seed. I'm going to saute it for another couple of minutes so that the fennel seed has a fresher taste as well that goes into the curry. So now I'm going to the chicken has now all the water has been evaporated, so it's all dry now. So I'm making sure it's not catching at the bottom. Again, you can add a little bit of oil at this stage to help with the cooking, because it'll be a bit hard to mix it all the time, but if you're using a non-stick pan it makes it easier. So now I'm going to transfer my sauteed onion mix to the chicken. I'm going to saute it in a medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. It takes about 10 minutes or so at least, even if you are going to add the oil. And you have to constantly stir it, but making sure that the chicken doesn't break as well, because the chicken thighs are quite tough meat, so it's okay, it holds its shape. So now that after 10 minutes, this is how it will be: dry, still moist. And then to this I'm going to add a half a lime, and that's it. My chicken curry is done. So where's my lime? There you go, it's coming. So that's it. I'm gonna just half a lime, that's enough. If you like it more, you can add more. And then that's it. So my chicken curry is done now. So hope, BG, you get to make it. Make sure you buy the right curry powder and the coconut milk powder. Let me know once you've tried it. Alright guys, I hope everybody else has enjoyed it as well. It's very tasty. You can reduce the chili powder according to your taste. Thank you again for watching. Thank you. Bye.